nothing to tell.
Oh, come on. The air was like ice between you two. You must know him.
Yes, I know him. Ex-boyfriend.
No way in hell. Justin's salt was never anything.
Okay, calm down.
Sorry, it's just... I went out with him once and he's an arrogant tosser.
Oh.
An arrogant tosser who wouldn't take no for an answer.
What? Did he...
No, he didn't, but it's only because Aunt Richards, Tanya's ex, happened to be staying over.
Far out, what a creep.
And then I ran into him a couple of weeks ago at the IV.
He wasn't the guy that was hassling you and then Karen decked him.
Yes, he's one of the most disgusting men I have ever met. I was hoping never to see him again.
And then he shows up here. I hope you told Chris not to hire him.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. He's dodgy as.
Dodgy with great references and CV.
Who cares? Chris won't want someone like him on staff.
I have no proof.
You have witnesses.
Aunt Richards? God knows where he is.
What about Karen?
Claire, it's not going to happen, so we just have to cross our fingers that he's not going to get the job. Okay?
Thanks everyone for coming on short notice. I promise not to keep you long. I just want to make sure that everyone is up to date and aware of the importance of protocol when it comes to drug documentation. Any notes must be extremely accurate because we have to remember these notes can be used in a court of law. Chart everything. Not just times and doses. I mean everything. Patient responses, safety precautions, reservations about the doctor, doctor's attitudes to patients. Look, if the doctor so much as scratches his bum or picks his nose, write it down. Look, I know this sounds a bit full on, but there have been a couple of incidents lately which have brought home the importance to me. Fact is, if it's not in the notes, then it didn't happen. Simple as that.
Not that all the doctors in this hospital are lying sneaks who want to pin the blame for any mistakes on us nurses.
Especially not your husband, eh, Tanya? And I've also decided that we're no longer taking verbal orders over the phone.
But the doctor signs those afterwards.
Not always. All of these are verbal medication orders that have not been signed off by a doctor. And you know what that means? If anything happens to any of those patients, the nurse who gave the medication will be held responsible in a court of law.
Okay, so we make an extra effort to track the doctor down later.
No.
But that'll mean delays in treatment.
Inevitably, yes. But if it means protecting my nurses, then I'm prepared to accept that. Right. Are we all clear?
Hi again, receptionist girl.
Hi.
Sorry if I was a bit abrupt when I came in. Blame it on the nerves. I find job interviews scarier than the dentist. And I really, really want this one.
So how do you think it went?
Can't say. Don't want to jinx it.
Which means you think it went well?
Well, I don't want to give myself props, but I think it was one of my better ones.
So I hear you went out with Libby.
Yeah. Well, I think I was a bit blokey for her. She used to date this rich dude in London. I think she found Kiwi guys a bit of a disappointment. So, where's good around here for coffee?
The cafeteria's on the ground floor and there's the IV across the road, which you've been to before, I believe.
Yeah, I liked it. Maybe you could join me.
No thanks.
Come on. I'm going to be working here. I need to know what the goss who's important, who's not.
Well, I've already had my break.
After work then, flag a coffee. I'll buy you a drink.
No thanks.
To say sorry for being a jerk off this morning.
Look, I don't even know you. Why am I going to have a drink with you?
Because I'm the best offer you're likely to get, sunshine.
Pardon?
Forget it.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay, Mark, what's the plan? Come on, how many times in your career do you get a case like this? He's hemodynamically stable, but he has suffered a high-risk electrical injury with loss of consciousness, so...
Secondary assessment to check for extent of injuries, check for head, spinal...
No. First, look for evidence of electrical passage.
Yeah, no, I knew that.
Now, because of their low resistance, nerves, blood vessels, mucous membranes and muscles are the preferred pathway for electrical current.
Right, so 12 lead ECG.
Yep, bingo.
Sarah, I have been running ED for the past couple of days, so this whole training wheels thing...
Oh, no, it's not like that. Craig always uses unusual cases as teaching opportunities.
Right, only he might not be quite so patronising, maybe.
Justin has excellent references and experience.
He left me a bit cold.
We're in desperate need of a surgical registrar. Who cares if you don't see yourself doing coffee and bickies with them at morning tea?
I'm just saying sometimes arrogance can spill over into the OR.
But most of the time, arrogance is a necessary trait in surgeons. Look at yourself, Chris.
Well, on paper, he's definitely the obvious choice.
And in person, I think. Theatre. I'm pretty sure I can knock him into shape.
Tanya Weston for you.
Okay. Justine Jones.
Hi, Justine. Mr. Lipton opposed cholecystectomy. He's been given metoclopramide and ondansetron, but he's still vomiting.
Okay, give him some cyclazine.
Right, I'll need you to come and chat that.
I'm in theatre, Tanya. Get another nurse to witness and give him the meds.
There's been a change in protocol. No more verbal orders.
So you're expecting me to leave the operating theatre to prescribe an antiemetic?
Technically, I'm not asking, just following Brenda's instructions.
This is a joke.
Shall I get the health surgeon to do it?
What a waste of everybody's time.
Is that a yes?
Yes. And you can tell Brenda that this is not going to stick.
What's the problem?
Who? Brenda Holloway staring again. She's banned nurses from taking verbal medication orders.
It's predictable, I suppose, given her stuff up with Mark last week.
That woman has a chip on her shoulder so big.
I don't give a stuff what Justine Jones thinks. She's part of the problem.
But all the doctors are going to react like her. Plus, the patients will have to wait longer for treatment. I don't know that it's going to work, Brenda.
We're making a stand, Tanya. That's all there is to it.
Night.
Hey, Claire, right?
Yeah.
Gavin, I'm one of the surgical registrars.
Yeah, I've seen you around.
Oh, and this is Justin, another one of the house surgeons. Hello again.
But you've just had your job interview today.
Oh, what can I say? They know talent when they see it. We went to med school together. I was just giving him the tour. And we just headed out for a beer. Interested?
Again, no.
Come on. Now that we're colleagues, you have to start being friendly. What is it with the women in this place? Between her and that bitch upstairs.
What did you just say?
Hey, come on, guys. We're all one big happy family here at Shortland Street.
Libby is my friend, you jerk, and I wouldn't have a drink with you if you're the last man on the planet.
Ah, that'd be right. Libby's been in your ear, has she? Went out with her once. Came to my senses pretty quickly, and when I tried to bail, she went all bunny boiler on me.
That is such bull!
Hey, come on, Justin. Let's bounce, eh? Just remember this. Surgeons are a little more important than thicko secretaries and receptionists. So when I start working, I want a little respect from you, love.
I told you to say something to Chris. It wouldn't have made a difference. They see a sparkling CV and they're blind to anything else. Well, now work is going to be even more fun with a creep like him roaming the corridors.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that guy you threw out a couple of weeks ago for hassling me? Just got a job at the hospital.
Ah, right, that would explain it. Oh, he's next door with his mate, knocking back champagne, thinking the sun shines out of his arse.
I can't believe he'd show his face here after last time.
I didn't even bat an eyelid at me. Ivory's too hammered to remember, or he doesn't give a toss.
Oh, speak of the devil. I'm gonna go.
Libby, not on that pillock scale.
No, really, I'm tired anyway. So.
Just ignore them.
Lib, Karen's right. Just stay put.
Are you telling me how to do my job?
I am asking you to reconsider your decision.
My policy is for everyone's protection. Doctors, nurses, patients.
Patients are kept waiting, doctors are stretched and busy, nurses are nervous of conflict. How is this helping anyone?
It was easy to predict that doctors would have a problem with this.
Didn't you just hear me? Nurses do too. I've overheard them discussing it.
New protocols always take some getting used to. Give them a few weeks and they'll forget it was ever any other way.
Brenda.
And the first time the new system prevents any of them for copping the blame for a mistake, they'll be all for it.
This is about your own personal experience.
It happens all the time, and you know it.
There are other ways to go about this. Get tougher on doctors signing off on verbal orders after the fact.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm going the whole hog on this one. I will not see my nurses left vulnerable.
Libby, just ignore them.
I feel like they're laughing at me.
They're not laughing at you.
Look, I know I'm being paranoid. I'm just gonna go.
Why? Because of those pillocks?
And the alcohol is really not been good for my headache, so...
Hey, barkeep, we'd like a couple of shooters.
Certainly, sir. Anything in particular?
I'd like you to recommend. Nothing too gay, thanks.
The beverage list is right there. Take your pick.
I asked you to recommend.
Look, I'm a bit busy right now.
Oh, chatting up birds. No, I wouldn't bother with these two, mate. I think they might be dykes.
Justin, why don't you just stuff off?
Stuff off. I'll stuff off. Okay, darling.
See you at home.
Libby, don't go.
Screw these gay drinks. Get us a couple of beers, pommy boy.
Kieran, why don't you just throw him out?
What for?
Drunken disorderly, general obnoxious pratness.
No, I don't want to throw him out. I've got a much better idea for him.
Hey, I'm sorry if I was a bit oversensitive before. I think it's good that you're trying to keep Craig's systems in place.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't want them to think that I'm trying to do him out of a job.
Craig, answer.
It's me again.
Hello, mate.
Is that Scarlett?
Say hi from me.
Look, I'm sorry to bother you again, but I just thought you might want to know about this unusual case we had in today. A golf greenkeeper hit by lightning.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty straightforward, so I let Mark deal with the guy.
How did he go?
Fine. So anyway, I just thought that I'd keep you in the loop about what your trainee registrars are up to.
Thank you. I bet you do know that you don't have to keep me informed of your every move.
Yeah, I know that. But, you know, workaholics like you can't just go cold turkey. So if you don't mind, I'll keep drip feeding.
Sure. I appreciate it.
See ya.
Yep, bye.
Who's that?
Sarah. Wanted to keep me informed of some work stuff.
Sure she did.
What do you mean?
Yesterday she's banging on to me about how fragile you are, how we need to look out for you, keep you healthy. Today she's calling you every 5 minutes about ED.
I'm capable of picking up the phone. It's hardly strenuous.
Craig, open your eyes. These phone calls aren't about work.
What are you saying?
She's a new bride who's supposed to be on her honeymoon, but instead she's here, forcing herself into your life.
She likes the drama, that's all.
No, Craig. She likes you. And she can't let go. Married or not.
Kieran, can we go now? It's freezing.
Patience. Come here, I'll keep you warm. Do you want this guy just tonight? You might fall more.
Yes, but why do we have to get hypothermia?
Get that. Take this. Take it. Hey! Give me the tank. Take the keys. Get in and drive.
What? No.
Get in! Now go! Go!
And tonight at 8 here on 1 we have comedy from Dan and the Gang and Kill the Scully. That's instead of EastEnders, which will be back on our screens Monday at 8.